And this happens a lot, like not just with this friend, but with like a lot of friends that I have. I realized that when it comes to emotional intelligence, it's real easy when you're communicating with somebody to understand their emotional intelligence by how they choose to use words of feeling to communicate in general, right? Because it's like, oh, well, I to use the language, right? The language in the conversation was, I felt very ashamed to say certain things in front of and so because of, and I'm thinking to myself, like, shame is something that happens inside of yourself. Feelings is something that happen inside of ourselves. So for us to feel like that person is inducing that feeling, then there's something that they're doing, because it's not the feeling is something that originated inside of us, so it got to be something that they're doing. So I interrupted the conversation. I was like, so you felt like he was judgmental? Oh, he was very judgmental. Okay, see, that's the action. The person was being judgmental, and that in turn made you feel ashamed because of the action that they were doing. So at this point, now we can separate what's going on in the situation and how this independent trigger or this external trigger is triggering something internal because of how I feel about what it is. You see where I'm going with this? You see how conversation now flows in a direction where it's like we can break and segue into what it is that you need to work on. Because what that person works on, or that person that you felt like triggered you, you're still going to be triggered. And you want to get to a place where you're not triggered anymore, right? That's the part of emotional intelligence where you realize that your emotions are completely owned, celebrated, and facilitated by yourself.